Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios, once again with another Dungeons & Dragons video, and I bet you can't see me right now. But now you can. And as a rogue, I would have my sneak attack damage because I would have advantage from attacking you and you weren't able to see me, and then I struck you and you took that damage. Now, if I were to duck back down again, yeah, you can't see me, but you are aware that I am in this general vicinity. That being said, for a very long time, I had been doing basically hiding wrong in Dungeons & Dragons. So, let me start by saying how I initially thought it worked. If you are in a good hiding spot, like hidden among a tree, or in the hair of a giant, or maybe skulking in the back alley behind a dumpster, you had the ability to hide. And then when you hide, you subsequently have the benefits of hiding by beating someone else's stealth check. However, one thing that always confused me was the sense of object permanence, where if somebody, is shooting at me with an arrow from behind a barrel, and they duck behind the barrel, unless I'm very, very low intelligence, I know they're behind the barrel. So why do they get to hide? Apparently, I was wrong. So, on page 177 of the Player's Handbook, there is a section on hiding. The DM decides when circumstances are appropriate for hiding. When you try to hide, you make a dexterity stealth check. Until you are discovered or you stop hiding, that check's total is contested by the wisdom perception check of any creature that actively searches for signs of your presence. So, if a creature is not actively looking for you, then they don't actually make a perception check. You are just beating their passive perception and sneaking past them. What's more important here is the second part of the paragraph. You can't hide from a creature that can see you clearly, and you give away your position if you make noise, such as shouting a warning or knocking over a vase. Basically, what it means is, once a creature knows you're there, once a creature can see you, you can't hide again. This doesn't mean you can't duck behind a corner and then maybe go into the next room, hide in there, and a creature chasing after you, then it becomes their perception versus your stealth again. But the way I rule it, the way it kind of sounds like in the book, is as long as a creature can see you, you are incapable of hiding. For example, if you were surrounded by a pack of goblins, let's say 7 goblins, 6 of them turn around and they look away, and the 7th one watches you duck into a bush. When the other 6 turn around, that 7th one knows you're in the bush. He's gonna tell the others you're in the bush. So it's where mechanics and logic and these things start to fuse together. The best example I came up with is, think of it like a Where's Waldo. Once you have found Waldo on a specific page, you always know Waldo is there, and it is not until you turn the page to a new location that you actually have to look for Waldo again. In combat, most creatures stay alert for signs of danger all around. So, if you come out of hiding and approach a creature, it usually sees you. However, under certain circumstances, the DM might allow you to stay hidden as you approach a creature that is distracted, allowing you to gain advantage on the attack roll before you are seen. So, basically, popping out of the shadows to attack someone is kind of a one-time deal. It's the first strike. That's why usually rogues have to rely on their allies being nearby an enemy and distracting them for them to get their sneak attack damage. This also goes for a druid trying to hide as a bird. Maybe, the enemy knew which bird you are, but once you get into a flock of birds, now the DM will probably rule it that you could stealth among the birds, because now there's a whole flock going on. Mastering the art of stealth allows you to have a very strong advantage at the beginning of a fight, and furthermore, allows you to have an advantage of getting away from a fight. Stealth does not mean you can just hide in the shadows and constantly fire with advantage, or The enemy just can't see you as if you are an invisible creature. That being said, if you are invisible, you are constantly able to make a stealth check because nothing can see you. Unless, of course, a creature has true sight. But what are the odds of your DM deciding to give something like that? Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.